follows instantly, forcing the split. Wood fragments crack and fall, while sawdust explodes outward in bursts, like sparks from a brutal...
Welcome to the world of powerful wood splitters that tear through massive logs with absolute precision. This is where machines reign over the forest timber. Subscribe now to experience raw, satisfying power. Welcome to Woodpath channel. Wood splitting excavator, a steel arm turned into a blade of the forest. The excavator crawls methodically through the log yard, its hydraulic boom stretching out like the trained arm of a seasoned worker. At its tip, a cut-and-split head, part saw, part splitter, fully weaponized for timber. Each log is grabbed, lifted, and cleanly sliced in seconds. The cut piece is immediately fed into the splitter, where uniform firewood chunks spill out, landing in neat rows across the completed yard. No conveyor belts, no extra stages, just one operator, one machine, and an entire forest processed with precision. The wood-splitting excavator doesn't just work. It sorts, it commands, it transforms raw timber into ready fuel on the spot. Halleck's KS43S 720. With the auxiliary splitting blade attached, speed and precision are taken to a whole new level.
Шурує, Коль. Будь здоров.
Spalt-fast lift, steel claws, the power to split oak. Amidst a scattered pile of oak logs, the Bi-Stingy Spalt-fast lift stands out with its sturdy gripping claws made of thick steel and a powerful clamping force. The claws open wide, fully enveloping a large oak log, then slowly tighten like an unyielding iron hand. The operator gently lifts the log and precisely positions it for splitting. Once the claws hold firm, a strong pushing force drives the log into the splitting blade, cleaving the tough oak trunk into even, square sections. Each piece falls onto the yard, ready for the next processing step. The Spaltfast lift is more than just a splitter. It combines the flexibility of the gripping claws with the strength of the splitting blade, making it an optimized machine for handling heavy oak processing tasks. The Spaltfix K415 Posh, compact yet powerful, is engineered to streamline the firewood processing workflow with remarkable efficiency and precision. From the outside, it appears clean and minimal, but inside lies a coordinated sequence of robust mechanical operations. Each log is fed into the machine via conveyor or manual input. As soon as the log reaches its set position, a sharp circular saw blade swiftly drops down and slices the log into even segments. Without delay, the cut section is pushed directly into the splitting unit, a robust steel wedge, often in a box or star configuration. With high-pressure hydraulic force, the log is pressed firmly into the splitter, instantly breaking it down into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The entire cycle, feed, cut, split, output, runs smoothly, efficiently, and without chaos. No excessive dust, no uncontrolled noise, just clean, powerful, synchronized motion. The Spaltfix K415 is an ideal solution for small to medium firewood operations that demand performance, safety, and compact design all in one reliable machine. At a corner of the lumber yard, the Milan uses log splitter with its conical rotating tip is running powerfully. The steel cone spins continuously at a steady speed, generating a strong twisting force that splits the wood. Two men work closely together, pushing the log firmly into the sharp spinning cone. As the log contacts the cone, the twisting force penetrates deep into the grain. Cracks begin to spread along the wood, and the log splits decisively, breaking into clear sections. The screech of steel against wood rings out, mixed with the strong effort of the men pushing hard. The 720p footage captures every turn of the cone and the smooth coordination between the two operators, showcasing a log splitting process that is both efficient and powered by raw, traditional mechanical force. At an open timber yard bathed in early sunlight, golden rays cascade over stacks of logs piled high. A gentle breeze stirs the treetops, carrying with it the earthy scent of fresh wood and sawdust. In one corner of the yard, a woman methodically places each log in front of a crude yet powerful splitting blade. The splitter growls to life as the rotating shaft engages, driving forward with relentless force. In an instant, the sharpened steel slices cleanly through the log, sending two even halves tumbling to either side. Nearby, several others are hard at work. One operates a forklift moving timber, another stacks split wood into tidy rows, each action sinking into a steady rhythm of labor. Beneath the rough exterior of the machine lies a hidden thread, a moment of distraction, a careless brush of the hand, and the consequences could be severe. In this space, where mechanical strength meets human precision, each split marks not just the cutting of wood, but a delicate balance between power and caution. The homemade log splitter features a simple yet highly effective design, with a sharp horizontal cutting blade mounted on a sturdy steel frame. Large logs are placed on the support bed and then forcefully pushed straight into the horizontal cutting blade. As the log contacts the blade, hydraulic or mechanical pressure immediately activates, causing the blade to quickly and decisively split or slice the log into smaller pieces. The metallic clang against the wood rings clearly, blending with the cracking sounds of the split wood, creating the characteristic noise of an efficient manual splitter. Wood chips fall neatly without scattering, keeping the workspace clean and safe. The operator carefully controls the pushing lever, ensuring each cut is precise and effective. The Halverson HWP 140B is a powerful and state-of-the-art firewood processor, engineered to fully automate the entire wood processing workflow. This machine expertly lifts each log onto a specially designed cradle, where a smooth yet precise push feeds the wood toward a razor-sharp circular saw blade. The saw blade swiftly and powerfully slices through the log, delivering clean, consistent cuts every time. Immediately afterward, a robust pushing mechanism drives the cutwood into a splitting blade, where sharp knives expertly and efficiently split the logs into neat, manageable pieces. Each firewood segment is cut to uniform sizes, perfectly prepared for burning. The Halverson HWP 140B not only boosts productivity but also saves time and labor, turning a physically demanding task into a safer and more effortless process. In a humble yard setup, a homemade vertical log splitter stands quietly at work, a vivid testament to human ingenuity and craftsmanship. There are no automated arms or high-tech conveyors here. Instead, a large upright splitting blade is mounted vertically, powered by a basic electric or hydraulic motor. The operator carefully places each log directly under the blade, then uses his hands to rotate the log manually after each split. With every precise turn, a fresh face of the wood is presented to the blade, and the splitter delivers a clean, powerful strike. The rhythm between man and machine unfolds in harmony. Blade strikes, hand turns, wood cracks, position adjusts, and strike again. The air echoes with the crack of splitting wood, the low hum of the motor, and the dry scent of freshly exposed timber. This is more than just splitting wood. It's a dance of manual skill and simple mechanics, where every split reveals the operator's persistence, control, and experience. The log splitter operates with a smooth and powerful rhythm. As logs are placed onto the pusher tray, the hydraulic system engages, generating strong pressure. The sharp steel wedge swiftly lowers, cutting decisively and precisely through the wood. The crisp cracking sound of splitting timber fills the air as the logs break into multiple, uniform pieces. After splitting, the smaller firewood sections are pushed out onto a conveyor or fall onto the ground, ready for transportation or further use. The cycle repeats rapidly and efficiently, creating a characteristic rhythm of professional wood processing. At an open lumber yard, the Fendu's JBM 80 log splitter hums with mechanical steadiness. Two men work side by side, moving with precision and rhythm. One man loads the logs onto the splitting bed, while the other operates the hydraulic lever, eyes focused on every movement of the machine. A log is carefully positioned. Within seconds, a heavy-duty steel blade descends, powered by intense hydraulic pressure, splitting the log cleanly into evenly sized pieces. Each drop of the blade is met with a crisp crack, as the wood yields without resistance. The split pieces fall neatly onto a collection tray below, then are manually pulled aside or shifted along a small side conveyor. The two workers exchange silent cues and glances, working in sync, like a living, breathing machine. Each log is processed with consistent speed and deliberate strength. Sunlight glints off the polished metal blade, while sawdust clings to their sleeves. Yet neither man stops. The Fendu's JBM 80 doesn't roar. It works with calm, persistent power, and its real strength lies in the smooth, decisive split it delivers again and again. In a vast lumber yard, the brute force 24 to 30 firewood processor roars endlessly, its mechanical breaths blending with the operator's rapid breathing. Massive, rough logs, heavy and rugged, are slowly fed onto the razor-sharp blade. The operator lowers the control lever, and instantly, the saw blade drops like a cold steel sword, delivering a swift, clean, and merciless cut. The freshly cut log section falls precisely into place and is immediately pushed forward, where powerful presses split the trunk into slender, sharp strips like steel arrows. The machine's roar echoes, mingling with the crackling and crashing sounds of wood, composing a dramatic mechanical symphony. The small wooden strips then silently slide onto the conveyor belt, smoothly moving toward the collection area, piling up into a mighty mountain of timber. Occasionally, when encountering large, straight, and stubborn logs that resist processing, the man swiftly intervenes, adjusting positions or clearing jams by hand, ensuring the machine runs smoothly without interruption. This seamless collaboration between mechanical power and human skill forms a relentless, powerful rhythm, a process of tireless, intense perseverance. Deep in the lush green forest, the hum of machinery echoes through the trees. A man leans forward, carefully lowering a chainsaw. The engine roars, and the blade bites deep into the log. In moments, the tree trunk is cleanly severed, falling with a Multitech 2040 XP90, the blazing orange wood-splitting powerhouse roars to life. Beneath its bright orange armor lies a machine built for war against the toughest logs. The Multitech 2040 XP90 starts with a thunderous diesel growl, hydraulic arms stretching forward like steel talons locking onto their wooden prey. The circular blade spins at high speed, cold, sharp, and merciless. In a blink, it slices through thick timber with surgical precision, cutting clean like heated steel through bone. Before the log can fall, it is thrust into the splitting chamber. A massive steel wedge descends with crushing force, splitting the wood into neat, even pieces. The scream of the saw, the crack of splitting wood, the hiss of hydraulic power, all fuse into a mechanical symphony of dominance. The Multitech 2040 XP90 doesn't just process firewood, it commands it, with every cut and every split a declaration of unstoppable force. The Multitech 1620 SS, model year 2012, roars to life like a steel beast awakened. Its powerful hydraulic arm lowers with precision, gripping the heavy log in an iron embrace. In a flash, the circular saw, sharp as a razor, screams through the air and slices the thick log cleanly, without hesitation. Immediately, the cut section is driven into the splitting chamber. Their cross-shaped steel wedges show no mercy. They drive through the wood with brutal force, splitting it in halves, quarters, and more, transforming raw timber into uniform firewood. Each crack resounds like bone snapping, echoing through the workshop, dry, powerful, and unrelenting. It all happens in seconds, precise, relentless, efficient. The Multitech 1620 SS is more than a machine. It is a symbol of mechanical dominance, a purpose-built firewood processor that never stops. Growy versus the giant oak, a struggle of power and precision. In the frame, the Growy machine stands before a massive challenge, a thick, heavy oak log, unyielding and full of resistance. The mechanical arm reaches out, clearly undersized for the task. It trembles slightly, struggling to lift and center the colossal timber. A man steps in, seasoned and steady. With practiced hands, he repositions the log, guiding it into place, adjusting angles, giving it the human touch machines still need. Then, with a single press, the hydraulic ram surges forward. A brutal push. The oak log shakes, and then crack. A thunderous sound of splitting wood pierces the air. The mighty oak yields, ripped clean in two. Both halves crash to the ground with force, dust and splinters rising like smoke from a battlefield. Growy pauses, its job done. In that moment, machine and man prove what they can do together, take on nature's toughest, and break it open with precision and brute force. The Multitech 2040 XP2 wood processor, one of the most advanced firewood machines available, is in full operation at the timber yard, delivering outstanding performance. Designed to handle logs with a diameter of 16 to 20 inches, this industrial giant features a powerful saw system paired with a 12-way wedge splitter, capable of reducing a single log into a dozen uniform firewood pieces in mere seconds. Logs are preloaded on the in-feed deck, resting in neat rows, ready for processing. One by one, each log is hydraulically advanced into cutting position. When aligned, the large circular saw drops with a decisive strike. A crisp, slicing sound rings out as the steel blade drives through the dense core of the wood. The freshly cut log section drops onto the chute below. Without hesitation, a hydraulic pusher moves in, sending the chunk directly into the splitter assembly. With immense force, the log is driven into the 12-way wedge, a radial array of sharpened steel blades that instantly cleaves the wood into multiple even pieces. The entire sequence, cut, drop, push, split, unfolds in a matter of seconds, repeated over and over in a fully automated cycle. The Multitech 2040 XP2 isn't just a machine, it's a compact, high-efficiency wood processing line, where mechanical force, precision engineering, and speed come together in seamless synchronization. Splitting wood in the snow, Easton-made and old processors. In the quiet stillness of a snowy field, the Easton-made firewood processor hums gently. There's no shouting, no struggle, just the rhythmic sound of hydraulics and the satisfying crack of wood breaking in the crisp winter air. A man, bundled in thick layers, walks calmly to the loading platform. A hydraulic lift raises a heavy log, letting it roll into position with little effort. With a flick of the control lever, the circular saw slices cleanly through the log, smooth and sharp. The hydraulic ram slides forward, pushing the fresh cut into the splitting wedge. In a single motion, the steel blade drops and divides the wood into perfect segments, almost like clockwork. No heavy lifting, no wasted energy. The machine works like a seasoned woodsman, turning a once tough chore into an effortless dance of steel and timber. Split firewood glides down the conveyor, stacking neatly in the snow, precision wrapped in frost. Brute Force CS60 chainsaw machine, a red beast at work. The Brute Force CS60, painted in a striking red, stands firm on the dusty yard, like a mechanical warrior focused on its mission. One by one, logs are fed into the machine. Each downward stroke of the saw is swift and decisive, slicing clean through the wood. The push mechanism follows instantly, forcing the split. Wood fragments crack and fall, while sawdust explodes outward in bursts, like sparks from a brutal mechanical clash. The operator handles the machine with practiced precision, smooth and steady, like a conductor leading a symphony of steel. His movements are calm, controlled, yet powerful, matching the pulse of the roaring engine perfectly. Outside the machine's frame, another man stands still, eyes fixed on the operation, perhaps a technician, or simply a witness drawn in by the raw, mesmerizing power unfolding before him. .8-ton mini excavator with black splitter cone splitter. Compact power, big performance. This 2.8-ton mini excavator is equipped with the special black splitter cone splitter, creating a small yet powerful wood splitting machine. The steel cone splitter spins rapidly, using rotational force to penetrate deep and split tough logs in two. Despite its compact size, the excavator operates flexibly in hard-to-reach forest areas, delivering high lifting power and precise control. The mechanical arm smoothly guides the cone drill into the wood trunk, twisting powerfully and dividing the wood into smaller pieces, ready for the next processing step. The black splitter on the mini excavator is the perfect blend of smart mechanical design and modern rotational technology, providing an optimal solution for efficient wood splitting in any terrain. In the middle of a wide-open log yard, the Easton-made 48C wood splitter stands firm, fixed in place like a central processing station. Though immobile, inside this rugged frame lies a powerful hydraulic system running at full industrial strength. Seated in a compact operator station, a man calmly oversees the entire process with just a few lever pulls and button presses. One by one, large logs are advanced into the cutting section. The high-powered saw blade drops with lightning speed, slicing each log into segments. Immediately, the wood chunks are forced into a multi-way splitting wedge, where immense pressure splits them cleanly into uniform firewood pieces within seconds. But the system doesn't stop there. An automated outfeed conveyor lifts the finished wood pieces and transports them to the rear of the machine, stacking them steadily into a growing mountain of firewood. Log after log, the pile rises, a visible measure of the machine's relentless pace and productivity. The Easton-made 48C isn't just a splitter. It's a dependable powerhouse that transforms tough manual labor into a fully mechanized, efficient operation.